Peace. What's happening, good people? This gift here for Payusnomind. And let's talk about Roc Nation distribution. Now, we have a full breakdown of Roc Nation distribution on the Payusnomind.info website. And there you'll find all of the terms that we're going to discuss here, like the actual clauses that are problematic, which we'll talk about later, as well as a return on investment calculator where you can see what it would take to make back your money or how their percentage system would impact your revenue based on how much you make, how many releases, how many years, all of that stuff, as well as comparison tables where you could compare Roc Nation distribution to any other digital distribution service and see how it stacks up. Now, Roc Nation distribution. What's great, what's good, what's bad, and what's ugly. So what's great about Roc Nation distribution is its brand recognition. It is a major brand. It is a major music management company that represents artists like Rihanna, A$AP Rocky, even athletes like LaMelo Ball. Like, they cover a lot of ground. And that is one of the core reasons why artists pay so much attention to it. It's because of the names that they represent. Megan Thee Stallion, right? So it's like artists want to be associated with Roc Nation. And that is a very strong pull. And I know that because a lot of times, man, even with something like Vivo, artists want to distribute their music through Vivo just so they get that Vivo logo on their video and they seem like they're established and amongst the established artists. So that is one of the great things about Roc Nation distribution. It is the brand association that an artist feels like or can feel like they would get with using their service. Now, what's good about Roc Nation distribution, we get more into the service, is music video distribution. That's included with the standard rate for the service, as well as aggregated social media metrics where they tell you your performance on Twitter and TikTok and Instagram and allow you to track mentions and things of that nature on their dashboard. And all of that with no upfront cost. They take a 15% back-end fee, which is like rare these days. Now, when you get into what's bad about Roc Nation distribution, the terms are exclusive, meaning you cannot distribute your releases with any other digital distribution company. Now, that is becoming more common, but when you combine those exclusive clauses with what's ugly about Roc Nation distribution, and it becomes very alarming. So what's ugly about Roc Nation distribution is those exclusive terms are irrevocable. They're irrevocable. You cannot take them back once you grant them to Roc Nation. They are also something that survives termination. So the agreement that is exclusive and irrevocable also survives termination. So effectively, Roc Nation can terminate your agreement and keep your music up on all streaming platforms and collect the royalties from you and keep it. And there's nothing you can do about it. And they don't necessarily have to pay you any percentage of the revenue that they claim, because their terms seem to state that they're only required to pay you for revenue generated during the term. So if you're not under an active term, whatever they're making technically is theirs to keep. They don't have to give you anything. And then there is a 1-year limit on claims. So basically, if they distribute your music to a foreign territory that takes 2 years to report, because sometimes these foreign countries do that, by the time you find out, there's nothing you can do. Even if it was a violation of the terms, they're in the clear because there's a 1-year limit. Then on top of that, there is a waiver of class action lawsuits. Like, you waive your right to participate in a class action lawsuit. So all artists can't band together to file a claim against Roc Nation, basically each artist would have to operate on their own, have their own lawyer, pay to file a lawsuit on their own, which is like most artists aren't in a position financially to do something like that, which is the point of class action lawsuits in the first place, right? So it's like all of those things. And then when you look at something like the Trustpilot reviews, which I'm assuming references a previous iteration of Roc Nation, because this isn't their first go round. They were here before. And those reviews on Trustpilot are 100% negative. Like all 10 of the reviews that I read were of people saying, hey, they locked me out of my account. I signed up, I uploaded my music, and then I got locked out. Now, when you combine getting locked out of your account and losing your music with exclusive rights that survive termination that can't be revoked, and the ability to monetize your music without paying you, and all of these things, it is like a very alarming red flag type of situation with Roc Nation distribution. Now, I don't know if their team, looks over these terms, because regular people aren't lawyers. People have lawyers look over these things, like lawyers write these things and then they just go with them, right? But this video highlights a lot of problems with it. So we'll see if Roc Nation takes a look at this and says, okay, let's go and correct some of these things, or if they just don't care because it is the way that they're operating. Now, I am not a lawyer, right? So I'm just interpreting this stuff with my regular human eyes, and telling you what it looks like to me, but it looks real wild for the night. Now, as always, you guys can check the link in the description box for the full breakdown of Roc Nation, as well as links to discounts, products, services we recommend, and check out the Payusnomind.info website where we have guides and all of that stuff, man, that you need for your music career. Now, this is Gift signing off. Pay us no mind. Peace, good people. One.